one because Rightmove normally take average asking prices, and it's not so relevant. Whereas Zoopla actually look at what's sale agreed, which is much better.
So I was having an interesting chat just on that average asking price. I was having a really interesting chat with a client yesterday, and he said to me, now I don't know what the source is, but he said to me, Clint, I've been reading up on what I can offer on a property on an onward purchase. And I said, cool, what do you think that is? And he said he read somewhere that he could offer up to 10% outside the asking price. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know where that source comes from, but whatever. And then that got me thinking, well, sometimes properties, I looked at this particular property and it was out by 10%. So he was absolutely right to say, I want to offer 10% below. And that's just what kind of came into my head when you said to me there, Rightmove are looking at asking prices. And an asking price, as everyone knows, is not usually the value of the property, depending on how good the agent is, depending on the motivation of the homeowners. When we looked at this property in more depth, he'd actually Googled this property and found out that a company was being run from there, and it was a property company. So we looked into this property company further, and it happens that they're trying to make a profit on what they've done a light refurbishment on over the last couple of years. So I think they've probably gone to the estate agent. What was interesting was they bought it in 2019. In 2020, beginning of 2020, when it went through, they bought it at 445 grand. They then put it straight back on the market at 485 grand, trying to make a quick turnaround there. And now they've done a light refurbishment and put it back on for £750,000.
Wow.
So that kind of, we dug into all those figures, and then when he said to me he's going to offer 10% below, I thought, you're probably offering the upper end of what it's worth, that 10% off. So when Rightmove are saying the asking prices, there's some mad people out there. So that's a figure we can't really trust too much.
There's a story behind every incorrectly priced property, and it's important as the buyer to know what the story is. Is it because the agent got it wrong? Is it because the seller was needing something to happen that's not in line with the market? Was it an accident and it's going to be adjusted correctly? But there's a story behind all of it. You just need to know what the story is before proceeding.